Hey guys, and welcome to another Polymer Clay tutorial. Today we are going to create the miner in the underground from Clash Royale. Welcome back to another episode of ClayClaim. I'm Simon, and today we are going to create the miner from Clash Royale. Well, actually you decided, cause it was the big winner of the poll, and you even know which character is next, cause we decided in the next poll it will be the Royale Ghost, and maybe you don't have to wait very long, let's say just a few hours. But for now, back to the miner. I'm using the miner myself in my favorite deck, and it's so great for distracting the enemy. Normally I'm attacking with the miner and also the wizard, and well, first I put the miner onto one tower, and the tower tries to defend and attacks the miner, of course, and so my magician, my wizard, can attack, and he is pretty much doing a lot of damage because he is level 10 right now, I think. Yeah. Okay, but let's focus on creating this great sneaky miner. I'm currently creating the color gradient for the nose, and the miner, well, he has a pretty big nose compared to other characters from Clash Royale from the game. There's also a tiny color gradient in the ears, so here we go. I think I used the same technique on the lumberjack. I created the lumberjack some time ago, and it's pretty much, well, it's very similar from the face. Here we go for the eyebrows. And now, well, just adding some eyelids. Yeah, I went crazy with the details, but I thought the eyes shouldn't be that much open, because, well, he's looking, he's living in the dark. Well, almost all the time he's living in the dark, and suddenly, well, he's attacking and comes to the bright light, and so I thought, hey, he needs some eyelids. Hope this makes sense to you. Here we go. Now we are creating the candle. Just some white and yellow, and we are placing it right onto his helmet. And here we go for the middle part of the candle, and this is the body, the torso. Yeah, the candle we will later, of course, we will later attach some fire effect. I'm using some wool for that. It worked out pretty great in other tutorials as fire, and I'm trying to repeat it this time. Here we go for the belt of the miner, and this is the backpack. The backpack with all the coal. At least I think it's coal inside. He is collecting. Well, he isn't fighting all the time, so he still has some time left to collect some coals. And here we go, just putting them into the backpack. And I think it really looks nice. Attaching it to the back, well, shortening him a little bit. And now the belt buckle, which is golden on every creation from Clash Royale, I think. And here we go for the arms. His strong arms, where he is working in the underground, and he's pretty fast in using his shovel. So this is the method I'm using for the fingers, and I thought his right hand could go right to his helmet while the left hand is holding his shovel. So we will try to get a wooden effect. And now I'm working on the silver part of the shovel. Yeah, for the first part we are almost finished. I'm placing these two objects onto a plate, and we are ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked miner half part, and the shovel, of course. And we will go on. Now we will create the lower part of the body and the stand, of course. I'm using some aluminum wire for that. just using the pliers for cutting the wire. And now we will add the trousers, the brown trousers. Yeah, I was wondering why the miner isn't wearing any shoes, protection shoes for example, because he is, well, in the underground there are a lot of rocks and very sharp rocks, and he's running with just his bare feet. So I was a bit disturbed by that. A good friend of mine is not wearing any shoes. Well, now in winter, I guess he is wearing shoes sometimes when he goes out, but normally in summer, for example, and always inside, even in the shopping mall, I guess, he's not wearing any shoes at all. I have heard this is pretty healthy. It is training your immune system and it prevents you from getting sick. Maybe you have heard something similar about that. Leave it in the comments. I'm very looking forward to read your research or your experience. This is the big stand we are creating, and this wire is just for holding all the they are called stalactites and stalagmites, I guess. So here we go. Just creating the environment of this brave miner. Yeah, back to the gameplay. A lot of you asked me to make a let's play on my channel, and maybe one day, well, I think this will be embarrassing for me and very funny for you. So I guess this is a great idea. Just baking again for 5 minutes to get the stalagmites and stalactites strong enough to hold the grass we are building for the topper. So I guess I will post some gameplays very soon, and I'm using the miner, the wizard and even the balloon. And this is a pretty strong combo to play. Now we are creating the grass as topper, and I'm using my scalpel for the tiny details of the grass. And here we go. Now we can put it right on top. And I think it looks great with even some more details, and we are ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked miner in the underground. And now let's glue the shovel into his strong shoveling hands. And this is the wool for the flame effect. Just some white and yellow, adding it onto the candle. And what is left? We need some color. I'm using just some brown muddy color for his face, for the hands, and even for the feet and his shovel. And I guess, wait for it, finally, that's it, the miner! Guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We created the miner in the underground. Please let me know what you think, write it down in the comments. I guess that's it for today. Remember, there will be a tutorial this weekend, another one. So thanks again for watching, and hope to see you next time. Bye!